camper adventures where we roam and explore. A family of treasure hunters seeking more and more. With magnets we fish for trash and treasures deep below. Metal detecting in the fields where secrets grow. Cleaning up our world, one place at a time. Making a difference, one step at a time. Together we're stronger, a family of might. Protecting our planet with all of our might. We're cleaning up our world, one place at a time. Making a difference.
Good evening, all you wonderful people. I want to thank you all for joining us tonight.
Don't hit that.
We also want to thank Mr. Benny for showing up and
Yes.
being our special guest tonight.
Cheers, everyone. Happy holiday season.
Yes.
We all
It's
love
snowing here in Pittsburgh, so I'm definitely feeling in that, Christmas kind of mood. The nice big chunky donkey snowflakes coming down.
There you go.
Starting to stick a little bit.
I don't know if we're gonna have a white Christmas or not.
No, I don't know. Monday she had a doctor's appointment, so I took her to eat after a doctor's appointment. And I got out of the truck and I said, snow. And she's looking in the sky. And I found this little tiny plastic snowflake laying on the ground.
Got her.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Snow. Yeah, it's weird because we haven't had too much snow in my area. We have the occasional blizzards and stuff like that. So it's been kind of weird that it's close to Christmas, December, and there's not even been like a dusting. So that's why I'm excited.
Yeah.
Well, let's go through and say hello to all these fine people that showed up tonight.
Yeah, hello everyone. Hi back, everyone. I see you got
We got hello Jeff, Cal, Michigan Jim's Joe. How are you?
Everybody.
Miss Mary, Brian Tri Valley, Brewers Prospecting. Hi Willie. If I miss anybody, I do apologize. Hello, Mr. Ken.
Citizens hanging out. Colt, what's up, brother?
Shannon Dalton.
The real deal. Jeff
Jody.
Jackson, how's it going, my brother?
The bad influencer.
Yeah, bad.
Said it was
Bird.
snowing a little bit in Wisconsin. Hello, Kenneth. Hello, George.
Hey, George.
Hello, Colt.
Hey, Colt.
Yeah, Benny was ahead of me. I went to the top of the list. Mr. Jody Mosby.
I gotta say that too. Cool peeps in there.
I think
Did you make it?
I made it to the bottom already.
Arky treasure hogs. Hey, we got a little Tin Man Rusty Can.
Yeah, Willie changed the name of his channel, and that's all right. Something a little different.
Shake it up a little bit. Hi, Mary. Oh, she says that she's snowing like HE double hockey sticks there.
I was thinking the same thing, Ben.
It's like when you see that, you're just like HE double hockey sticks.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the other night on Sonic's Live, you were talking about some of the stuff. I know you have the 2 new cube magnets out now.
Oh, yes. Very popular. So we have the Hyperion, which is the 3,000 block magnet, and we have the Prometheus out too. And that's the 6,000 in this combined pull force. We have the Prometheus. We're sold out, but we got more coming, so you can pre-order. Doing really well. Folks like them. I think, for me, I like it, but I think they're a little on the heavier side, the Prometheus at least. So it's not something I toss all day, but I mean, it's definitely a hungry magnet.
Yeah, I had seriously considered getting one, but myself, something I've noticed as I've gotten a little older. I just ain't as strong as I used to be.
Hi, Amanda.
Hi, Amanda.
Hi, Jessica.
So, hi, Jessica. I don't know. I'm afraid if we grab stuff, I'm not strong enough to pull out of the water by myself anymore.
Well, and compared to a lot of our other magnets, comparatively, it is more costly. It's up there on the top range too. So it's also like, if you don't have that little bit of practice of getting those free and stuff, usually the beginners that never got a magnet unstuck want to go big, and they're not able to get it free and get tons of emails. So it's definitely one where it's like, yeah, you want to be able to know how to work a magnet free, and they're prone to get stuck a little bit more too, just because of the shape.
Yeah, thank you.
That's a common. But I tell you what, that it is a hungry magnet.
We all want to keep Miss Mary in our thoughts and prayers.
Yeah.
And if you don't, if that's not your thing, at least give her well wish.
Positive vibes.
Yep.
Shannon says, I'm still as strong as I ever was, but tomorrow is another day.
Yep.
Another story.
Well, you know me, Beard, I'm eternally 21 up here.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Here in this hot mess, well, we'll just say slightly older, than what my mind believes I am.
Hey, Brian, Silver Assassin.
Hey, Clark.
Hey, Robert and Melissa. Well, I say I'm not as strong as I once was. I would say I probably am close, but I wear out a lot faster. Because we went magnet fishing that day, she found that what was it called? That newspaper stand.
Yeah.
So cool.
So by myself, hi Sonoma County.
Hey, Sonoma.
I think I said that right. By myself, I couldn't get it up and over the bridge. So I had to keep it up and walk down the bridge, and the railing standing there is about chest high, middle of your chest.
Helios
So
is awesome. Too.
There's a little rail there, a little concrete slab you can stand on. So
yeah,
I had my arms were raw. I had to drag it, and I had to move this like 100 yards, Benny, by the time I got it to the bank, because this bridge is about 250 yards long.
Yeah, it's what we call it's like magnet fishing fat camp. I say it's like like after those times, I do feel like I did an arms day. Like sometimes I'll take the one I throw the crack, and that's one of the clamps. It's the bigger clamp, and I'll go out and I'll throw that one. I just love that thing. And but you're right, too. After it definitely feels like arms day. It's like, man, people pay to go to the gym and curl these and do curls. Get out of here. Sit here curl the Kraken all day and find some treasure.
But I finally got that out of the water, and it was, I don't know what it weighed. It probably weighed 75 pounds, which to a lot of people is not a lot of weight, but when you got a little bitty rope you're holding all that weight with,
it just gets your hand. Yeah, it starts digging in.
And then I turned around and hooked something heavy that I never did see, and I had to drag it about 100 yards, and I was like 10 yards from the bank, and there was a little thing went out on the bridge, and I kept bumping it every time and dropped it, and it would fall back down into the water. And I just got to the point I was just exhausted, and I told her, I said, we'll have to get this some other time.
That's one of the things, like a common question is that I'll get through emails, it's, well, what kind of magnet to get? What a lot of people think about the biggest magnet. That's what I kind of tell them too. It's like, well, you got to remember with a bigger magnet, you're getting more and bigger stuff. Yep. Is that what you want to deal with? Is that, I want to deal with that. I love it. Give it to me. But not everyone's in, hey, sometimes some people might be driving the Toyota Camry out there. It's like, well, you might not want that super big magnet because you might fill up the trunk rather quick. That's what's great about us, like Chris, is like we have over, while other places are shrinking their magnet catalog, which is odd, we're expanding because we can't meet demand. So we have like 20 something different varieties of magnets. I'm hard pressed to think of someone anywhere else that has that. We have 20 something different styles of magnets, and it's a magnet for everyone. Like I said, it's not always about going big, going home. It's about finding the right tool for the job.
That's right. And even like she was talking about the Helios, that little Helios will surprise you at
Mhm.
the amount of heavy stuff it will pull up. Hi, Tatiana. Hi,
Hey,
Cat.
that Helios is like, you remember that fishing rod? Who out there remembers that? What's that? Ron O'Peel, remember that fishing rod that like bent up, the fishing mag, that real small little fishing pole that you could throw in your glove box? Shoot, what was that thing called?
The pocket
The
fisherman.
pocket fisherman.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like the Helios is like the magnet fishing pocket fisherman because it's small, it's compact. You could bring it with you. It's easy to handle. You're not going to be dealing with too much. Some of you like pocket fishermen. You're probably not going to reel in a shark, right? But you're going to go out, have fun, and enjoy the day. And you got something you kind of, I would suggest maybe throwing that one still in your glove box. But you got something that's like, just keeping my car with me. It's like
Well, when that first come out, and you sent me one for the trial run,
mhm.
if anybody goes back and watches that video, when I pulled that sign, the post was at least 7 foot, and the sign was probably 2 foot tall by 3.5 foot wide, and that was on the side of that little Helios magnet. Pull that big old sign out of the water.
Oh, yeah, I remember like designing that thing and working on some prototypes, and it was just like this little map because I go like you look at it, it's kind of deceiving. You like kind of look at it, it's like, well, that's a smaller size magnet, okay. And then it just like you see it eat and it do that hashtag Ferris feeding, and it just goes. It is just great. I'm like, man, there's something special about this magnet. Like this little thing's a workhorse. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, like I said, that Helios is in my car for just magnet fishing emergencies. You know what I mean? Sometimes you get the shakes and you see a bridge. Come on, y'all can relate.
Hello, Greg. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, whenever I first got that out, Reese is like, I don't like it. I don't want one. It ain't gonna do nothing. I said, I'm gonna do my intro picking my 77-pound envelope with
I
it.
was like, no way.
Nope, it's not
Yep.
gonna do it. Won't do it. And I had to yank that thing off that magnet, slide it to the side because you weren't pulling it off of there.
I was
Mhm.
And then
Oh
after
yeah, even in the packaging, those things still will dance around and stuff. So you have to watch keeping them close.
yeah.
last few times we went fishing, I've thrown that one every time.
Yeah, it's like, where's my Helios? I said, what do you mean your Helios? Hey, Joker.
Well, she's gonna be saying that about the Hyperion next.
Oh yeah, she's already trying to claim it.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then a little stinker. Yeah, she said, I'm not going to magnet fish. I'll just video you magnet fishing with the Helios. And her eyes are big and her mouth's dropped when she's seeing all the big
Yeah.
stuff I'm pulling out right and left with that tiny
That
magnet.
was crazy.
Well,
It's-
I wish I would have sent the Hyperion out sooner. Sorry for being tardy about it, but it's on its way. But I'm sending my hot sauce out too, Beard. So you have to tell me it's not super hot spicy, but it's good. It's and I work and I was talking on Sonic's Life. No, I'm not cooking it in my kitchen, so you don't have to be worried. It's like through USDA kitchens and stuff. So it's not like Benny's magical elixir. You never know what'd be in there.
I'll sneak some on Risha's food when I get it. Hi, Yodi.
Mm-hmm.
She'll want to try something and she'll have me try it. Hi, Nate. And she'll be like, is it hot? And I'm like, I'll say it's warm.
Mm-hmm.
If I say it's warm, it's too hot for her. So,
Yeah. It got a nice. It's unique. It has a nice unique. Yeah, it tastes good. But yeah, I like it. I only got a limited amount of bottles, and I've been passing out to winners. And oh, hey y'all, in the chat out there, don't forget, we still have that giveaway going on our social media. It's to win a Hyperion and a combo kit, and plus, I usually throw other goodies in there, and some of that hot sauce, Kratos hot sauce. I'm throwing that in there too.
I'm going to win that, Benny.
Yeah, so if you're interested in trying to get that Hyperion and be the lucky winner, check out our social media. The post is pinned on their Facebook. It's basically a share kind of thing. Share a post and just give us your contact information so I can call you. But yeah, check us out on social media.
Joe says I can't find my chips.
Oh yeah, and then if you do the hashtag Kratos chip check, If you, come on, folks, don't be shy. Show me them chips. If you show me your chips, you're eligible for certain bonus power up stuff. So it's kind of like a little turbo boost for those folks out there that got those Kratos chips. So show me your chips. Hey, Joker, I have that same problem too. I eat on my chips a lot. Well. Oh, Mary, what did you have some problems, Mary? With you tried? Get a hold of me and message, Mary. We'll make sure we get if that was what you were talking about. Get a hold of me. We'll make sure we get you in there and all entered and everything.
Hi, Kylie.
Hello. Oh, good morning from Australia. That's awesome. Yeah, hi, Kylie.
Yeah,
Is it snowing down there?
I was doing my premiere earlier, and I think he was from Australia, and he said it was 107 there right now. Hi, JP. But I'm looking forward to the Hyperion. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be fun. How's the weather where you're at? Is it like cold right now, Beard? Where you're at?
32 right now.
Yeah, that's where we're floating in like mid-low 30s, floating around there. A little snow. It's weird. It's like above freezing. So someone mentioned they're having heavy wet snow too. That's kind of what we're having, that wet snow, which is great for snowball battles. Come on, think back when you were kids when you seen that wet snow. Ooh, you knew you were making some mean snowballs.
Hey, Rick. Yeah. Mary said, yes, I was talking about the giveaway.
Yeah, if you're having issues, Mary, reach out to me and message, and we'll after another time after live, we'll narrow it down and get it all taken care of. No problem. Mm-hmm.
Joe says 26, but feels like 16. Our mornings are usually cold. 18 to 21 of the mornings.
0 degrees. I always figure like Joker's up there in Canada, so I figure, what's up, Motor City? Joker's up there in Canada, so like my mind, it's kind of like Game of Thrones north of the wall up there. You know what I mean? You got to be like -30. A couple like giants running around. Land of the mystical. A couple wildlings.
Hi, Ray. Mr. Raymond Harper from the UK. Risha's boyfriend is in here.
Hello. Yeah, it's good to see Jason Motor City. What's up, brother? Yeah. But yeah, it's definitely getting a little cold here. See, this is the time when I start getting jealous of our southern magnet fishers who are, down there in their shorts a little bit and floral pattern print shirts.
Yeah. But I still go if
Jeff's close.
There's ice that comes up on my rope,
Mm-hmm.
I broke ice just to throw the magnet. Of course, one place we go is about 45 minutes, but the other place is about 2 hours. The one bridge that's been so good over the years.
Yeah.
We got there one day and there was ice froze. So I don't recommend this, but I was using my magnet to break the ice, and then I couldn't believe all the stuff I was pulling out after breaking the ice.
I'm guilty of that too, Beard. I don't know what it is. It's just like you just want a magnet fish, and it's like, well, let me just toss this thing a couple of times. And folks, don't break ice with your magnets.
No, I don't recommend it.
Yeah, it's not recommended. I've seen some do it. Yeah, it's like I'm guilty of that too. And then all of a sudden I finally do get through and I'm aiming. Now I'm like playing some kind of weird magnet fishing golf because I'm trying to throw my magnet like in this like little holes I created.
Yeah.
It's almost I should have like curled my magnet and slid it on the ice to try to get it in the hole. That might have been a better approach. Magnet fishing curling. Did I just create a sport?
Yeah, I think you did. Holly said they don't get ice. Nate says, I'm out year-round, snow, ice, whatever. I'm out magnet fishing.
Yeah. It's definitely like I'll put on the old bibs and stuff. For me, it's just I have to find water bodies where water's moving a little bit to where it's not freezing over. Like the lakes and ponds are usually the first to go, Yeah.
You
have to find kind of like the waterways, the rivers that are moving and grooving a little bit. But I mean, once it freezes up, I don't know. There ain't much. There's a weird period here where it's like, well, you got like 3 weeks where you're kind of beat, unless you're lucky enough to find a quick, where water didn't freeze.
Yeah, we've
That's
got.
by the power plant where they have that runoff. Always good fishing there, even though they have 3 eyes. But at least it's warm there. I'm gonna throw around there a little bit.
Who?
Yogi.
Yodi's getting ready to go pick up his Christmas tree.
Oh, that makes sense. Cape Cod mackerel, yeah, salt water in the sense, salt doesn't freeze like fresh water does. Yeah, you're out there still, bada bing, bada booming.
Thank you, Jody.
Kelly.
Yeah, we have had times here. We got 2 rivers that we can magnet fish around here.
Mm-hmm.
The water moves pretty good, but there has been times that it froze. I mean, it gets cold enough to freeze the move on the top anyway of the moving water.
Yeah, down here in Pittsburgh, it's three rivers. We have the joining of the three rivers. The joining at the point, and I thought it would be cool to go out there and magnet fish that, because it's just like 3 rivers, cool. And you go out there and it was colder and it's frozen. This like, bummer. And it's kind of a haul to get into. It's not like you're just parking. You had to like walk in. I'm carrying wagons. People are wondering what I'm doing. Like, what's this guy doing with all these wagons and buckets? Walking forever.
Yeah, I know a place where there is like a power plant where the water comes out of it warm and it doesn't freeze, but you
Hey, Brian.
have to have a boat to get in there.
Yeah, that's what we would always look. We would look for those spots for regular fishing too. Some of those little warm water pockets. Of course, I never recommend eating the fish. Who knows what's coming out those pipes? But
It's fun catching them though.
Yeah, I wouldn't eat any. A lot of our rivers are real dirty anyway. It's like they'll give you your recommended daily or yearly allowance of like fish from certain rivers. Like here, it's like you're allowed like 1 every year. I think like 1 catfish a year or something. Or if you eat any more, you'll get the mercury poisoning.
Yeah.
It's like, why am I so heavy? Oh, it's all the mercury, because mercury is real dense. Get it? Ha ha ha.
Well, probably about everybody in here has heard of dioxin. Maybe you've heard of dioxin.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
From the Agent Orange.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the plant that made most of that is in the town we live in, and they dumped a lot of that into the water. This little
that's crazy.
Yeah.
So you don't go swimming too much, Beard? And
well, the water comes out of the ground about 1.5 miles from where we live, Ben, and in August, September, you jump in that water, it is cold.
Freezing cold.
Oh yeah, like almost like.
I made a ton of trout out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Look at me. I'm not crazy or nothing from that.
Yeah, I've been eating them fish for years. Mm-hmm.
I ain't touched or nothing.
Not at all.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, hoping we what's the other thing is we do have a Christmas sale going on too. I just started up, so I think we're running like 15% off.
Yes. That's awesome.
Yeah,
So
you just
roll.
had a
Come to
Black
Australia
Friday.
so much.
Yeah, the Black Friday sale. So just FYI, like the Black Friday sale is usually our biggest sale that we do each year. So like, if you're all hanging out, like, well, when's the best time to really like, it's usually the Black Friday sale. And then we do a sale for Christmas, which is not as big, but still good. And then but all through the year though, I'll pick products or whatever and maybe do a nice banger sale on an individual product. But the Black Friday is like on everything. Like I still might do a good discount on a product, but it's usually like one product or something throughout.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, the Black Friday is like pretty much
That's awesome.
everything. Yeah. Very busy, doing good, trying to keep up. Seems like the story of my life.
Yeah. Well, for one, Kratos is number one
Black Friday's money.
because of Ben. I mean, they are the greatest magnets out there, I think.
Yep.
I
But-
agree.
But I know if there's ever an issue, you're right on top of it. If there's an issue with something, and you always respond back. It's not like somebody writes you, "Hey Ben," and then they wait 6 months and never hear from Ben.
Yeah, very, very involved.
Yeah.
It's like, what if a good old boy ran a magnet fishing business? Is kind of what you're getting. You know what I mean? Hey, how you doing? What's up? But yeah. It's kind of and it's just magnet fisher. Like I said, I always say it's like I'm just a magnet fisher. It happens to own the business, and that's great because I get to pick what magnets I want.
All right, Punk Brian. Hi, Miss Can Do.
You are the greatest magnet for tokens.
This guy here, him and Risha are both punks.
I don't know if Benny saw my trophy.
Oh yeah, you. Thanks a lot, Brian.
Oh, I want to see it. I want to see it.
Yo, yeah, she doesn't let me forget, Ben.
No, never, huh?
No, Brian put on a metal detecting event, and for one, he had a gold ring that he put out there, and she said, "I'm gonna let me put solo layout so you can show off your dang."
Holy cow! It doesn't even fit in the screen. That's huge. That's bigger than the Karate Kids trophy.
Yeah.
Holy smokes! Heck yeah!
I got first place.
I was gonna say, yeah. If that's not first place, I would be crazy what the first place trophy is. Ooh.
Leave it over here.
We had a cool. We were just in some of the team. We were just mentioned in that Scientific American journal article, which is freaking cool. Scientific American's like a serious, like a prestigious like publication, and some of the team Kratos, Colt. We had James Barbie. We're actually in the article too, and it was like how cool to see the team in this article in this publication.
That's awesome.
That is cool.
Yeah, if you're interested in it, check out. I posted on our Facebook page, but yeah, it's pretty cool. I heard Joker didn't answer the phone.
But he put on this event and he put tokens out, and he, depending on how many tokens you found, is to what place you got. So right off the bat, after her saying she's gonna find the gold ring,
Mhm.
oh yeah, and she's
still
still
wearing
Oh
wearing.
yeah, you sported. Dang, bling bling.
And then, hi 403, thanks for coming in. When the event was over, we turned in our tokens, and I think I had 3.
I miss Candy.
And Brian's like, "Is that it?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's it." So they're all making fun of me. Me and my 3 tokens.
People start giving beard charity tokens. Here, bud. Take this and take this $1 and go to McDonald's too. You look hungry.
Yeah. Well, somewhere I have the bag of tokens because he mailed them to me, so I wouldn't feel bad about not having a token.
Mhm.
But also, she ended up getting the most tokens, the most points, and won $1,000.
What? Well, what was the total token count here?
What did you have token wise? They were all worth different number
It might
amounts.
have been 6 and 2 of the golden pennies.
Yeah, she
I
had
don't remember.
2 golden pennies or something and 6 tokens.
I think.
Dang.
There was 2 tokens worth more points than anything.
And I found one of them.
And she found one of them because she's like, "I found a token." That's I found one. I've got 3.
Mm-hmm.
I found another one. I've got 2 more. Like, all right, just keep going. And then, yeah,
Right here.
and it surprised Brian and Brandon too, because they was not expecting, because that was only the 3rd event that Risha and I'd ever been to like that. So they
Yeah.
weren't expecting us to.
It's metal detecting event, right?
Yeah, do as
Yeah.
well as some of the more seasoned people.
Yeah.
Hi, bearded feller.
Here they are.
Oh yeah. Oh my goodness.
You got all the tokens.
Yeah, I'm a big movie fan. So I said, Now for the next event, I have all the tokens,
Thank
so I
you.
win. He said, "No, we'll do something different."
Yeah, I love. So was that your first metal detecting event, Beard, that you went to? You said
It was our third,
Yep.
and they
The
all
third,
three
the
were with
third.
Ryan. Yeah,
hmm
I did.
I love metal detecting events. I just recently was hanging out with Joe, the Michigan Gems, at Dig It Dude in Jersey, and that was a metal detecting event, and they are fun. If
Yeah.
folks are ever interested in doing metal detecting, definitely a good time, good people. Yeah, I had a blast, and it was kind of the same thing because they were hiding like tokens, like tokens for special prizes, and so yeah, we were on the hunt for the tokens as well. And it would just be like someone right next to me get a token. It's like, ugh,
Yeah.
swing quicker, faster. Where are you, dude? I want a token.
Yeah.
I
I
ended up,
did, feller.
I ended
Yeah,
up, I did get a token myself and got a cool prize, a little bit of silver, so that was sweet.
Cool.
So yeah, but yeah,
yeah.
metal detecting events are cool.
He
And
did
we
a
had,
bunch
and the
of
one
other
we did
stuff.
was the first day. How Dig It Dude was his first day was the natural hunt. So you went around, did the natural hunt, and I found cool stuff on the natural hunt. And then the second day was the seeded hunt, and that's when you found your tokens and all your your nice planted goodies and in a certain area, and it was
Mhm.
really fun.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
are.
I think I had 2 silver halves. What was it? About 30 silver dimes,
Oh yeah,
and 2 silver nickels that I got.
Joe's getting on me because I had to use her shovel because I didn't bring one.
Well, I don't know,
Thanks,
Benny.
Joe. I owe you one. You did help me out.
Hi,
I,
Ray.
I don't know if they're going to do it year after next, but if they do, I'll let you know because
Yeah.
we're
Mhm.
going in March to a Show Me Pro-Am hunt. And
Oh,
this year, it's in March. This year in March, they had it. I wanted to go. She didn't want to go. And Show Me Treasure Chris, our buddy, went to it.
It's the crowd thing for me.
And they had planted some tokens and stuff in this field.
mm-hmm.
So this is a little different than what I gather from other hunts because the tokens for next year are already in the field.
Mm.
See any shovel marks or anything like that. They have
Mm-hmm.
cameras on these fields so people can't go in. But what they didn't know at the time, they put all those tokens and seeded things in a field that was actually where there was a Civil War battle. So there was
That's so
Chest
cool.
plates
yeah,
found.
chest plates found, buckles found, bullets, a cannonball was found. There was even a set of cuffs, handcuffs, the old handcuffs found.
That is so cool.
And they got like 1,600 acres,
Mm-hmm.
and they've acquired another 500 for this next year.
Metal detect forever, maybe. You know what I mean? It sounds like heaven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
after
love
we
I-
found all this
I love
out,
that
she's
stuff.
like, "Well, I wish we'd went." I said, "Yeah, I tried to get you to go."
Mhm.
So the fella that put it on this year passed away, but they still are going to have it next year. But I don't know if they're going to have it the year after. But if they do, I'll let you know. It's
Yeah.
basically a 3-day deal. You got to meet there Friday. They
Mhm.
tell you all the rules and everything, and they have people shuttling around, dropping you off. They show you a map of all these places, and there's a Civil War battle here. There was a store here. There was a school here.
Yeah.
And you go wherever you want to
Hey,
go.
baby.
Hi, Chris. And they will drop you off, and they're driving around. And if you want to come back and go to a different place, they take you.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's cool. We're working on a project. We'll actually get to do some metal detecting, possibly in a Civil War battlefield area. So I'm excited about that. Hopefully we'll be doing that within the next couple months, and that's when we'll go out there and we'll line up in the metal detectors and we'll create little intervals. We'll have a whole bunch of people lined up just certain distances off of each other, and we'll just start working, start swinging, all of us.
doing
flag.
the
Think. Yeah, on the hunt to see if we can find any evidence. The site that I'm working on, they didn't necessarily have the battle there. The heart of the battle wasn't there. It was actually an escape route that the Union soldiers took while the Confederates kind of chased them out of Wytheville, because they were trying to the Union were trying to get the salt mines and the lead mine down there, but they got pushed back. And so, like where I'm at, where the project that I'm working on is their escape route, and they would stop at houses, and I was like doing some historical research to where they were actually stopping through their escape. They were stopping at houses to get medical attention for their men. So it's like, and it's interesting, because you really think like how dynamic the Civil War was. These folks were helping the Union soldiers, you know what I mean? Like some of these people, they were kind of like help because in this case, they weren't coming down like terrorizing the people that lived there. It was more like, the troops fighting.
Yeah.
So they were going and they were sitting there getting fixed up at these folks' houses, and it was just very interesting. So hopefully we find some cool stuff there.
Yeah. I've mentioned this before, but the bridge that we go to, it's about 2 hours away. There's a gentleman that owns, and this is just a guess because I'm probably underestimating, I would say 3,000 acres or more. And his grandfather had bought all that land, and his grandfather told his dad told him this guy is 83, 84. And he said he would take us there when he's not busy, but there was a small battle in this area, and he knows the property it's on. He knows the people that own the property, and there was soldiers buried out there. And the small battle, it's just one of those unmarked battles that nobody knows about.
The many skirmishes that went on that aren't as well known,
We're hoping he remembers when we go back that he told us we could dig.
Yeah. I'm going to show you a picture of something, Benny. This hasn't come out in the video yet.
Sneak peeks.
Yeah. And my boy Brian from Tri Valley, because I wasn't sure what I had found. He has a friend that went to school that learned about the Civil War, and knows a lot about the Civil War. So I found this at a permission that I got. And here's the top of it. That is a 58 caliber rimfire cartridge from the Civil War.
I've seen it on the side. The percussion hit.
From the Civil War. I didn't know what I had. I sent him a picture, and he gave his speculation, and he sent the picture to his buddy, and they confirmed it's like a Swiss 58 caliber cartridge from the Civil War.
How cool. It's just like, if some of these items could talk, that's why I do wish I had that. You ever see that show? Well, I don't know what that show was, but it was like that lady just touched something, and it would like, whatever she touched, it would like almost speak to her and tell you the story of itself.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if we had that power?
Cool.
How cool would that be?
It would be sad too, I imagine.
Well, yeah, you're probably like, I'm just gonna put this down.
Yeah.
But it's metal detecting is like magnet fishing.
Me too, Joe.
You just don't know.
It's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
Because one day in our backyard, I found what was it? It's a Civil War button, a naval officer Civil War button in our backyard. Why it's there, I don't know. I found this at a permission that I got where the people own that basically a whole block. And the guy said, yeah, there was a hotel here in the 1800s. I found that on this permission. I also found another Civil War related item at this permission.
I love it when it's like, just like I said, it's just like surprise, 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 surprise. And then you look at your magnet, it's like, oh, I got something so old, or even if you're popping a cap metal detecting.
And the lady's uncle had lost a military ring on this property, And the only thing they ask out of all the stuff we find, they don't want nothing except if we find the ring. We've been there 3 times
Yeah.
and we still haven't found the ring, but they're like, you're
It's
welcome
there
here
somewhere.
anytime. And Risha,
I
No.
found this the last time we were there.
Oh, get out of here.
Yep.
What? Good find, Risha.
Thanks.
Oh, that's
you know,
cool.
this permission, Benny, it's crazy.
Yeah.
The things we're
the
finding.
Stuff we're finding there. Is,
Yeah, that's freaking sweet.
But yeah, I know I have found 2 Civil War related items. She found that. She found another item.
oh, that watch fob is a
Yeah.
war.
We're thinking we
Military.
don't know about that, Ben, if that's World War One,
I can't find if it's
Or-
a watch fob or if it's a metal.
Mhm.
Yeah.
that piece.
Thanks, Steve.
But she
Yeah.
found
Joe?
a watch fob
Thanks, Ken.
that we don't know if it's Civil War or World War One.
Yeah.
We've found some really cool history. I know a lot of our videos we've been putting out are a lot of clad and a silver or something here and there, but we got like 4 or 5 videos coming up
With
that's
some good stuff.
a lot of relics.
So you know what that means, folks. Stay tuned because it's about to get wild. So make sure you hit that subscribe button.
That would be awesome, Willie. I would
Yeah.
love that.
I seen Tin Man said something about like, man, you ever wonder if some of these battlefields are haunted or something. So here in Pennsylvania, I am a frequent visitor of Gettysburg. And no doubt, like when you're in Gettysburg, at night or whatever, you definitely feel that, just that little bit of that haunted feeling.
I'm Weldon Carey. Yeah.
It's just like one of those places. And they say it's the most haunted place in America too. So I don't know. Maybe it's just all in my mind. My uncle's a paranormal investigator, believe it or not. So I am very. I'll say I've been on a couple hunts myself here and there.
When are you coming to Missouri, Benny?
I have to start taking some more trips. That's one of the places I want to go. Really, it's so crazy because with archaeology, it's kind of eating up a little bit of my travel time because we've been kind of busy. So I've been bebopping around the country a little bit doing that. But definitely want to come out soon. Hopefully we get maybe like an event or something or metal detecting, like come on out for some metal detecting or something. Or even a hunting event, man, I wouldn't mind coming out hunting either. But it'd be cool to get like a metal detecting event to come on out and hang out.
I'm not going to tell you that out the back window the other day there was 30 turkeys. I'm not going to tell you that, Ben.
Yeah, don't, because I did not get a turkey this year. I did get a couple doe, so I'm happy.
Yeah.
But I'm leaving next week. So next week I'm working on this cool project where I'm working with a geomorphologist, and there's this area that's a floodplain. So it's like right off of the Susquehanna River, and there's archaeological sites buried. People lived,
No.
it flooded, covered where they lived. Then they lived up here, it flooded. So now you have what we call all these stratified events, where the deeper you go, the farther back in time you go.
Oh.
So we're going out there and we're digging these big ass backhoe trenches, and we're sitting there and we'll be looking for fire pits and stuff and artifacts. So that's what I'll be doing next week. I'm kind of
That's
excited for
pretty cool.
that.
Yeah.
Well, you come down, Benny. I'll take you
Wow.
over to my dad's.
Mm-hmm. I'll bring my screen and shovel.
You'll be drooling because all of the arrowheads we collected over the years.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, just everywhere, huh?
Mhm.
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, I was just I got to do that. I don't know if you've probably seen it, that little drone flight. I was flying that freaking drone, which was pretty
Yeah.
Technology's changing, like that drone thing. Like now we use that drone to map out stuff. It's crazy. When I first started doing all this stuff, we didn't have any of that crap. Now it's like, let's just map out this whole project area, with this drone. And since I'm a pilot, I get to people get to pay me to do it because I got my license. So it's like, sweet.
That's awesome. Joe,
Yeah.
he's doing pretty good.
Yep.
Still He goes metal detecting quite a bit, and
We don't get to
Slamming
go.
those deer.
Well,
Out
Yeah.
there slamming deer.
still hunting, fishing. He'll
He
be
got a buck and I didn't. That's all I'm saying.
he'll be 87 next month.
Is
God
there
bless him.
And I have said it in videos before, but I believe he is probably the oldest Kratos magnet fisher out there.
I bet you.
any-
Yeah. You come think of it.
Yeah, he's 86 right now.
Mhm.
Dang, yeah. Yeah. He's out there getting it.
And when was it? 2 years ago, Shane, Ohio River came down,
Mhm.
Oh, I
and
love Shane.
FL
River
Thunder
history.
with Rob stopped by, and we detected with Shane for 2 days, and
Mhm.
he's like, "I can't keep up with your dad." Said
Yeah.
he don't. no, no, he don't.
It's like, yeah, you don't want to be one. It's like, well, I don't want to say, hey, y'all want to take a break because he's out there still getting it. And it's like, well, I guess we'll keep going. I mean, he's going to say stop or he's hungry sooner or later, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. He puts out a garden and he splits wood. And since Mom passed away, he's got into going 2 nights a week. He goes dancing, and
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
he's always on the go doing
Yeah.
something. But that's what keeps him going.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the dance? So what's he into?
I think it's line dancing. He's
I think
learning
it-
a new step.
Yeah, I think he's learned some line dancing, and then I guess probably just a little country for the most part.
Because if you said twerking, Beard, I was getting concerned.
Right?
Ray said my dad beats him, but yeah, he's 86, and
Ray, you and he would make quite a pair
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because you can go all day too.
But it took me forever to get him
All right.
talked into putting the magnet in the water, and finally one day I kept pulling up a bunch of stuff, and he said, "You got another magnet?" I'm yeah. So I let him.
You
Nope.
can catch the magnet fishing sickness no matter what age you are. Ain't that the
Yep.
truth, Beard?
Yep. But he hasn't found a pew pew yet, so that's on his bucket list.
Yeah.
Still on the hunt. Yeah. Yeah, it's always I always remember like the first one. Mine was an odd one because I was kind of under pressure. I was doing this like kind of like being interviewed article kind of thing, and the editor was like, "Well, send some pictures of cool finds," and it's like, well, I have finds I consider cool and was cool, but it's like I get what the guy wanted, Let's see some pew pew pow pows and
Yeah.
stuff like that, and it's just like, all right, and so I went out and I started like looking at my hot spots that I had, really narrowing down, thinking about the old honey hole because everyone got their honey hole, which they're kind of like, go hit the old honey hole, maybe we'll. And lo and behold, I found one, and it was like it was the first one. Was just like, holy smokes, how
Wow.
cool, So it was like it was kind of weird. It was like pressure was on, and it happened,
Yeah.
Yeah. I won't say that I don't enjoy finding them, but that's everybody's goal is I got to find one. I got to find one.
Yeah.
But
The hassle that comes with them.
after you find a few, it's like I want to find some old relic type piece,
And
an old
yeah.
barbecue machine, or
Like when we were in Wisconsin and Dave found
like
that.
cow chop, scrape shot, stuff like
Yeah.
that. You know what I mean? That's even to me is a little bit like, whoa.
Yeah.
I think a lot of new folks, they're infatuated with the pew pews and stuff, which are great and freaking sweet.
Right.
Like I say, I don't like finding them, but yeah, I know what you mean. It's kind of that feeling. It's like something, just going back. And me as a historian archaeologist, that's kind of where what I like too is try to find something, and then it's like, well, you could piece the story a little bit together more, try to find something rather than, well, this was from a crime,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you, Joe. I'd rather find the knives than the pew
You
pews
can
myself.
clean them up a lot easier.
Oh, I was just, hey, nothing makes me smile more, puts a bigger smile on my face than like a knife that I clean up and I reuse, and it's just like, it's like, especially when it's a good one.
Juice, my
Curry
brother.
juice, man.
Much love, brother. Juice.
What's happening? The juice is loose.
The juice is loose. He's
Mhm.
got his fire back, and that is awesome.
Yep.
Great to see it.
That's
Tin
one
Man says he's still hunting for a gun.
Who is?
Tin Man.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was weird. Sometimes I get like real deep, like targeted research for something. For the firearms, I really started looking at those high crime areas. The Fed, there's FBI websites and stuff. There's all kinds of chart stuff like where all these like gun crimes are.
mhm.
But you're also putting yourself in. It's kind of weird because that approach is great. It's like, wow, I found out where it's real dangerous. Well, what's the result of that? Wow, now I'm going somewhere where it's real dangerous.
Yeah, exactly.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
And like where I went, like I had people like look at me. It was just like, like some of these people are kind of curious, but look a little suspect. And it's like, is that dude kind of like, you better not find nothing, or I'm going to come back down here.
Right.
Something else another one in the water. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like in Beloit, when we had the event in Beloit, in the daytime, it was a pretty safe place, but I don't think it was such a safe place when it got dark.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like I had a lot of weird like looky-loos, and you could tell they weren't tourists.
Yes,
Yeah.
Like sometimes looky-loos are great because it's like it's tourists. You're spreading the word about our awesome hobby that we do. This thing that we do, clean up the waterways and stuff. But sometimes it's like, they're not snapping photos for Instagram over there.
Right.
Yeah, that's true, Joe. But it's dangerous for everybody.
Yeah.
We got somebody wanting us to go to Chicago. I don't want to go to Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be hard to throw a magnet when you're trying to watch your back all the time.
Yeah.
That's why you got to roll deep with like the big posse.
You ever come
just roll
visit
deep,
Benny, and come to the house, you'll see that we're hillbillies.
We're in
Yeah.
a fishbowl here.
Yeah, well, we got like a half-mile private drive, and when the leaves are off, you can see one house that's about a mile away. When the leaves are on, you can't see it. And this is where I grew up.
We crawl out of the timber once in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get in those big cities, it's just that's not my place. I'm not comfortable there.
Yeah, that's kind of like where I'm at here in Pittsburgh. I'm in like the burbs. So it's kind of like, well, there's horses and stuff. It's definitely probably not as rural as you are, but it's like, yeah, there's horses and ponies and stuff and this and that. And then like within a half hour, you're in like, you're in the madness. And it's like, oh, here's the city, which is cool though. Cause like where I live is like the last trolley stop to get into the city. So like I said, it's like, I can always hop on that trolley and go down and watch a pirate game. So it's like I'm in a weird place, like this weird like DMZ zone or whatever I guess you could call it, between like country, but you know what I mean? I'm like right in like where it's fading out from the city to the burbs, more rural area.
Yeah, our town, I think the population's like 680 people.
Oh yeah, that's not too
5 miles one way, it's probably what is Aurora, like 6,000 people or something like that.
I don't know.
And then the other direction, that town's about the same size. Well, we got 3 towns within 12 miles each way, and they're about the same.
Mm-hmm.
Sawdust City, how you doing, Dave?
Hey, Dave.
What's up, Sawdust?
His ears must have been
Thanks for
burning.
going by. Yeah, I got this little place, and it's not even a place, it's like a little piece of property down in Arkansas. I think I was talking to Arky about it. But I have it down there so I can get to go take a little camper down there because I want to go freaking hog hunting. Blast some of these pigs so I can never have to pay for bacon again in my life.
There you go.
Risha looked the town up next to us. It's 7,500 people.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's been.
I think the one the other direction's probably around 6,000, 5,500 to 6,000. The other one's probably about 9,000.
But you still probably have $7 generals, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
Right. Like I always say, like, what's Dollar General's like business model? It's just like, yeah, every intersection, let's just build one.
Yep. That's exactly right.
Like every like 10 miles.
Yeah, well, here, if you got a stop sign, there's a Dollar General or a Walmart, one of the two.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes, a good ice cream bar in one town. Yep, that's right.
Wow, county seat says town's half that size.
I want to read something.
Have some
Yeah.
turkey strolling through. That's what I think I'm doing. Is I'm gonna make I'm doing something weird instead of Thanksgiving. I'm making a turkey for Christmas.
There you go.
Gonna spatchcock it. You know, put it on the old smoker. Do the old spatchcock trick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm familiar with Myers.
From what I hear, Beard could walk outside naked and it wouldn't bother anyone. No.
No, I do that all the time, Mary.
Yeah.
It's like I'm that person here where it's just like hoodie and shorts, just like Joker
Yeah.
up there in Canada. He confirmed it on that last time. He told me it's how he rolls too.
I used to, but I get cold in the morning.
Those Canadian geese are a pain in the butt. But if you ever hunt them, they make great jerky.
Mm.
Where we have to put them in some orange soda.
I never.
Yeah, I've never had goose.
Oh yeah, it's crazy because there's just so many of them, and so like we'll have a season here, and it's like your limit's like 30 or something, something ridiculous. It's like, well, what the heck would I do with this many of them? It's like I don't even know, but yeah, make good like jerky. They're kind of weird, It's like the whole like duck thing, like a little bit oily, I guess you could say. But
he would marry because they're white as snow.
What little bit I got, Mary.
Yeah.
It's that sensitive area.
Little oranges.
Oh, I can't hunt them in Michigan. Oh, that's crazy.
They fly over our house all the time. We got up the road about 1.5 miles. There's a big old pond, and they'll land in that pond. And then I don't know for sure where they go over the house to, but every day they're usually back and forth 4 or 5 times a day.
Well, it gets bad for me because it's like okay, where am I going to hit up this weekend? And where we go magnet fishing? Like, all right, I'm going to go hit up this pond. So you drive up, you get all your stuff ready, you start walking out to the docks or something, and then you see it. You see it everywhere. Nothing but there's Canadian geese turds all over the place, everywhere. And it's just like, you just go, well, don't let any of that water get in your mouth, Benny. Let's go.
Yeah.
But it's like, I try not to think about it, but at the end of the day, you know what I mean? When I go to the bar for that victory beer after magnet fishing, it's like, yeah, I'm pretty much covered in goose turds.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to worry about anybody getting too close to you that way.
No, yeah, they definitely stay far away. You know what I mean? Oh, you just, you got to embrace it. You see one of those little goose turds, you get your 2 fingers, you wipe and you put that on as magnet fishing board, and you go out there and you clean up those gosh darn waterways.
Well, this year I had, last year when we went to Wisconsin, I wanted to find a caltrip and I wanted to find a pickeroon.
The pickeroon.
I threw and I never found either one last year. We went this year and I found my caltrips, and we went to the pickeroon spot, and I'm walking up through there. Hi, Tom. And as we're talking about, there it is all over the ground in my spot. And I'm like, well, I'm going to throw here anyway. First throw out the pickeroon.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, this time it was lucky.
Yeah.
And yeah, you got us. Hey, sometimes it's lucky. Yeah, the pickeroons are cool because it's like, I'm sure a lot of folks know the whole story about them, but that's like one of the things that we're talking about, like finding like cool things.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, you're finding this little piece that's connecting like this whole event that was going on this river. You had people throwing these logs out, probably running across these logs, doing all kinds of wild stuff. Like a lot of those logging games that are today are the remnants of what was going on back in the day with the logging industry and how they were transporting all these logs through waterways, and stuff like that. Yeah, that's cool. We're lucky to find out. What's up, Tom? How you doing? Thanks for joining us.
Oh, okay. You muted it?
Yeah, I muted
You
it.
were sure?
But yeah, that's why I say, the pew-pews are fun when you first find them, but I never find historical type stuff.
Hmm. It is weird because it's so if you go like Motor City, I think he just told me he was 100 plus I mean, it was a crazy number. It really is. Like some of it is like just where you're at and what you're fishing for, you know what I mean? Like, some areas don't have as, they're not as heavily populated, which might have a little factor with the pews,
Yeah.
or at least not find as many handguns, maybe find more, long guns because the boat fell over when they were goose hunting.
Yeah. Well, the one bridge that has been so good for so long, I found two there, one on each side of the bridge. The
That's
bridge
cool.
that's about 45 minutes away, I've found, I don't know, 5, 6,
Yeah.
7, 8, something like that up
We
there.
know there's more.
Mhm.
And I know there's more.
I can't throw far enough.
I'm currently there's this creek in our area called Chartiers Creek, and so I'm currently in the process of mapping the creek out, looking for every gosh darn bridge possible place to throw a magnet off of this whole creek. And it's super long and it's a nice perennial stream. It's thick, a lot of bridges, and it goes down into the city where obviously there's like some high potential, some cool stuff too there. So that's like what I'm doing this winter. It's like, well, in that downtime, if I can't get out there because I'm too much of a wuss, I'm using my magnet to bust through the ice. I'll sit there and I'm like mapping out my places and put my little Google pins. All right, spot 1, spot 2.
Yeah.
And so like my goal for this year was to totally magnet fish this drainage, like follow it from its genesis. I want to see where this place starts and it's spitting water out of the earth.
Yeah.
Follow it all the way down until it empties out into the river in Pittsburgh, and I'm gonna hit every gosh darn bridge along the way. So that's like one of the cool things I'm planning for next year. Get ready for what as it gets a little bit warmer. Don't have to put 7 layers of clothes on.
Right.
Yeah. I would rather go magnet fishing or metal detecting when it's cooler. I don't like
Hey,
wiping
Chris,
sweat.
Wicked.
How you doing, brother?
My favorite magnet fishing season just ended, and it's fall magnet fishing because here we have the leaves changing. It's just so beautiful, the fall colors, and it's cool. Some engines run a little hotter than others. Me, probably with the extra keg I carry around, but it's I love it because it's just the perfect weather. If I could throw a flannel on, heck yeah, let's get it.
Good night, Talca. Yeah, it was last year before last. My dad was up at that one bridge, and we always park and then walk up and see if the water's up or down or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
We walk up there, and like 40 yards away, there's a bald eagle sitting in a tree, and I'm like, this is going to be some awesome footage. And we're looking at it for like 5 minutes, and then we go back, and I get the camera and get back up there. It's gone. I'm like, dang it.
It's like a little omen, though.
Yeah.
Beard, magnet fish here.
Yeah. But I don't take my phone with me when I'm magnet fishing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I did that once,
Yeah.
and I don't know how
I don't
in the
know how
world,
to-
because Bucky was down,
Yep.
and I've got an otter box. It's got a clip that I put on my pocket.
Mm-hmm.
I kept my phone in case he needed to call me for directions.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he shows up and we're going on about our business. I forget all about my phone. I throw the rope and I hear snap,
Mm-hmm.
and that rope went underneath my phone and clipped the otter box. And it's like 5, 6 feet from the magnet. Whoop, right off in the water.
Oh no.
And I'm like, I just threw my phone in the water. Everybody's freaking out, and I'm pulling that rope back as fast as I can.
Help! Does anyone have a magnet? Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I got
It
one.
is still clipped to the rope, Ben. I couldn't believe it. It's still clipped to the rope.
Well, so obviously it's a good quality product.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's still clipped, hey, it's serving its purpose.
So I got it up, and I reached to get it, and I barely touch it, and it pops off. And
It was
it's
just
going
waiting to
over
go.
the bridge, and I I reached and I just happened to bump it with my finger and flipped it back up over the bridge and caught it.
Oh, no, get out of here. No.
Sure enough.
Yeah.
But I wasn't filming. I thought
I was
that
gonna
was
say,
the greatest,
can you imagine?
greatest video ever. And then Risha took it all apart and put it in the sun so it would dry out. We brought it home, put it on some rice to make sure it was okay. And I used it for another year or so till we got new phones.
Yep.
But yeah, that was the craziest thing in
Oh,
the
I thought
world.
that was your new phone.
Just when you
No,
think it's safe and it pops off and you see it moving again, you're like, no.
Yeah. Yep.
Stop.
I heard that click noise, and I'm like, and I kind of felt my pocket, and I'm like, your brain's like, what was that? And your eyes see the phone going off the water, and I'm like, oh no,
Oh,
because I do all my editing and everything on my phone. So
yeah, I rely heavily on my phone too. And it's weird. It's just like, I don't know. These phones are almost, like I said, they're computers anymore. It is crazy. Tin Man, the last chicken farm got taken out by Gasling, something like 500,000 chickens. Man, I might have to scroll further up through the comments and see what that's about. No wonder why these chicken wings are so expensive at the local bar. 500,000 chickens, that's crazy. Yeah, Sawdust says, yeah, go down and hit those honey holes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, what's good about the magnet is it'll get in there, stir up that dirt. A little heavy, sink a little bit. They got a nice far reach to it. You should get some more stuff out of there. Yeah, Mary says she uses her phone. Yeah, I'm very phone. Same here.
well, I
did. Well, you know what I did try to do though, Beard, and like I actually had high hopes for this cool thing. So I ended up, and I kind of mentioned this, I think I might have mentioned before on the another past live, but I just got that the virtual reality MetaQuest 3S, and my whole goal was I was like really hoping to like watch lives and stuff on it.
Yeah.
You can watch YouTube videos, which are freaking cool. You know, well, Beard, when I see you pretty big, I get a little scared after like turn it off VR. But I was excited to watch some lives and stuff with it. And for some odd reason, you can't watch lives, but it is definitely cool with YouTube. It is freaking wild. I did a post a little bit ago on my page talking like, you know, I grew up in the virtual reality generation. Like my generation was supposed to have virtual reality. I mean, we were supposed to have the holodeck from Star Trek going on here, and it never happened. And now I seen like these kind of like Apple had their VR thing, and Meta and Facebook Meta has theirs, and I got the Meta Quest. It was like $299, just to see where it's at. And it is kind of crazy, like you know, like it's crazy watching YouTube. It's awesome watching it on. You can make it like it's like you are in a YouTube movie theater. It is wild, and it's a cool way to watch the team's content. I'm really enjoying it. It kind of just adds like that little twist versus your phone or something, because you just put it in theater mode. Like I said, you got to watch who I put on big. I try not to make Beard too big because I get scared. but it is pretty wild though. So it's like that's just like one of the it's like, oh man, hey, the future's here. They just got to get it nailed down so you could do lives and stuff, and like watch lives and stuff. You just can't watch lives.
Oh,
You know?
not bad company. So did I understand you the other night on the live? You're coming out with some more new stuff, Benny, or working?
Yeah,
on
so
some
we
more new stuff?
have so we're still adding to our magnet collection. One of the things that, and I actually have them, they're just on the website yet. It's just because we're just like so busy, I gotta get them up. But we have we're kind of getting a little bit into for our Team Kratos Junior members. One of the things I get a lot of questions about is even smaller magnets than our smallest. Our smallest magnets are the Kratos 550 single-sided and the Kratos 1100 double-sided. Typical introductory magnets. But some folks who have younger kids really were, for safety reasons, a little concerned and wanted something a little bit less powerful. And like say, because you have some younger kids, I'm not talking infants or nothing, but like some junior Team Kratos members out there. So we're introducing some smaller magnets, and they're very, very well priced. So it's almost like if you do have your kid or kids or whatever, if dad, mom get their magnet, you won't feel too bad about getting them one either. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, because they're very reasonable price that we're going to launch them at. So that's like one of the things we're doing.
Night, Joe.
That's
Thanks for coming
up.
in. Yeah, that's awesome. But
Yeah.
even, like you're saying, even a 500-pound magnet, it's surprising how much power, and you get your finger between that piece of metal, it's going to hurt pretty good.
And that's just it. And the truth is, I kind of had to change my perspective of thinking, Beard, because like the reason why the 550 was low is because in my mind it was like, well, you're not going to want anything smaller. But I'm also thinking as an adult perspective, it's like, well,
Right.
even if you're beginning, you're not. But I wasn't really thinking through the perspective of, junior team credit, because it's like we do have a lot of like young people out there, like when we did Global Magnet Fishing Day. It was really a lot of kids that were coming out magnet fishing with us for the first time who were like doing regular fishing and seeing us. They were coming out wanting to magnet fish. And some of them were a little bit younger, and it was like, oh, probably shouldn't be tossing the Titan, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So that's when I realized it isn't necessarily about like, well, it's more about like, well, participating, family activities, safety, stuff like that. So that's what's like, yeah, we need to get some smaller magnets out there. So yeah, we got some small ones coming out.
That's awesome. Yeah, like a little Beard Light, I found the magnet fishing, and it's a little magnet, and I don't know what it is, Ben. It may be 250, 300 pounds.
Yep.
But it's still, you put it against a piece of metal and wham. I mean,
it's perfect. It's perfect for some younger folks out there magnet fishing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's it'll be good for beginners and even some people, of smaller stature that's just don't have the strength.
Well, and that's just it too. It's also like I said, and some people remember, lots of magnet fishing is therapy. Like some folks just want to go out and toss a magnet. They're really not necessarily wanting to get involved with the big I-beam coming in, They just want to go out, enjoy the fresh air, toss a little bit, find a little bit of this and that. So yeah, even in that case, these ones wouldn't be bad. Of course, I would say maybe go with the Helios or something, but.
And also, you're going to have those people that are boat enthusiasts and they work on their boat, keep in the boat, drop a tool in the water, boom.
Well, that's what I say. One of the genesis of magnet fishing was people kept those old school magnets because they're working on the boat and dropping tools.
Yeah. Hi, Bart.
Yeah, happy hump day. It is Wednesday. No doubt. We're getting through it, guys, and the weekend will be here before you know it.
Yep.
Is everyone planning on going out magnet fishing? Or, if you got some warm weather out there?
I'm planning on doing some magnet fishing in a couple of weeks. I get the week of Christmas and the week of New Year's off, so I'm planning on dipping that new magnet in the water and see what I can find.
Yeah, that's same here, Beard. From archaeology, after I go do this trenching job I was talking about, I am taking off, and it's full blown Kratos magnet fishing and hunting until after New Year's, possibly a little bit of that too. You know what I mean?
Our archery season goes to January 15th.
Oh, so So here right now we're in the heart of firearm season, but my location, because where it's in the city and we just have overpopulation of deer, more city folk, not enough hunters, so it's just like it's overpopulated with deer. We have extended season, so we're like until like February, beginning of February, I think, or something.
Wow.
So it's like, yeah, we just got I still got time to get that buck I'm hunting.
Well, I hope you do.
I do too, because my smoker is like, Benny, we need more jerky. I mean, I'm withering away over here. I gotta get some more jerky.
Yeah, my dad's telling me, I sure like that jerky you make. I hope you get some more made soon.
Yeah, that's right. Fill those tags, amen. Yeah, well, I gotta start butchering my own now. It's like I sent it out to my buddy who's a butcher because of the convenience, but it's definitely like, I should just like butcher it myself and save a couple shekels.
Yeah, we process our own. We have in the past used places that we knew. One place up north by where we used to hunt all the time. When you brought yours in, they did yours complete
That's
before
right.
the next one.
Some
Nowadays,
places never know.
they'll do. There's 20 comes in, they do 20. You might get yours, you might not. You might get somebody else's or part of somebody else's.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that. That's why we do our own. We know what we got.
Well, you spend all that time cleaning your deer thoroughly, making sure it's preserved properly, getting it there in a timely manner, versus someone who maybe, their first deer don't know, what I mean, gut shot that thing, letting it sit for a little bit, and then all of a sudden you're like, why's my deer taste like my feet?
Yeah. Yeah,
something don't make sense here.
And it's got so expensive. I think anymore around here, it's like $175.
Yeah, I remember back in the day we were getting our basic cuts for $75. And you got a lot of meat and you felt like you're getting your money's worth, And like I said, it's like also a time thing. Like, it's not, don't always necessarily have the time to string up the deer. So it wasn't too bad as a go-to. Now I think it was like close to what you were saying, like $175. And I was like, woo-wee. Yeah. Maybe I should have had Kratos deer processing. maybe I'm in the wrong business. I was like, man, alive. I just see all those deer racked up. It's like, holy smokes.
I know it used to, the locker plant when I was a kid, when you took it in, they had 3 categories depending on the size.
Mm-hmm.
3 different price ranges.
Mm-hmm.
Then it got to the point of it didn't matter if it was tiny or giant, you paid the same amount of money.
Yeah. You got it. If you had a nice old big ruddy buck, you're probably okay because you're getting a lot of meat. But yeah, you shoot a smaller doe or something, it's like, ugh. Yeah. Probably could have bought a cow.
You pay $175 for the meat you get, you might as well go to the store and buy it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no doubt.
And we bought a grinder at an auction. I don't remember now if we get 125 or 185 for it. I knew the lady that had the auction.
Mm-hmm.
She bought it for her son had got 1 deer, and they ground up 1 deer with it. And we've had it
used
8 or 10 years, and it's a 3/4 horse. So you drop a chunk of meat in there, it never changes sound. It just keeps on trucking.
It just got feed me more. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It paid for
that's the way to do
first year. So now we got a tenderizer we use, and I do the cutting up, and Risha cleans and double checks to make sure that
no stray hairs in there.
Yeah. And then she packages the steaks while I'm cutting it up, and then when I'm done, then we go through and I grind it and put it in the bag, and she ties the bag off.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Heck yeah. Yeah, I love it. Like I said, there's nothing like those back straps. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, they're good. Those inner loins are really good too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They're looking for a nice fishing spot.
Let's see, bridgefinder.com. Let you know some cool historic bridges. I think that's what it is, Bridgefinder, Bridge Hunter, or something like that. What's up, Greg? Yeah. Hey, thanks for joining us. Yeah, my next thing is to get that so it's also small game season here, Beard, and I bought this weird contraption to where you can make your own like lunch meat kind of deal. It's like this little like weird like lunch meat maker thing, and so I'm like, okay, well, what can I do? I think I'm going to make some Cajun squirrel lunch meat. So I got to go out there and harvest like 30 squirrels for this project. Sorry if you like squirrels. I like them too because they taste good.
Yeah, they're really good fried.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Gregory, thanks for coming in. Appreciate you coming in.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out. Oh, Bad Conley says you got five bags of back straps in the freezer. Yeah, that's eating good. I was talking to some guy and he said he made jerky out of those back straps. I'm like, yeah, that jerky is probably good, but really? But you know, I hate eating around.
Not me.
Yeah, I was like, I save those. Butterfly those out. What's up, Sonic? It's morning over there. Yeah. Hey, ding ding, rise and shine, baby. How you doing?
Well, it's they're 6 hours ahead of us, so it's like 1:20 in the morning over there.
Yeah, good morning. Shouldn't you be sleeping, Sonic?
It could be.
Yeah, probably like me, insomnia, you know what I mean?
I appreciate it, Dave. Thanks for coming in, brother. But you need to get some sleep, man.
Yeah, thanks for swinging by. Had a great time. Had a great time last week, Sonic, hanging out. It was a pleasure. We had a
That
good
was
time
awesome.
when you. Yeah, it was a good time hanging out with Sonic. Always have a great time.
Find an old gold mining spot. That'd be cool.
Mm-hmm. I gotta go grab some more Kratos juice out the fridge. Give me 1 second.
All righty, sir. Benny, come over here and set up in my back garden for your spring.
Hit the head real quick.
Sean is having a team derby in Missouri. He's looking for sponsorship. If anybody's interested in sponsoring him, the bad influencer. Yeah, I think it's up towards St. Louis, I think.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, if you haven't checked out Kratos Magnetics, make sure you check them out. Benny's always working on new products. Tries to be on the leading edge of everything coming out. And I think the new line with the smaller magnets for the littler kids was going to be a great thing. And also handy if you just want it for possibly dropping a tool in the water or on the ground and you don't want to bend over and pick it up. Stick your magnet on it and pick it up.
Yeah, you know what, Beard? I really got to expand my advertising because it is true. It's like if you're in a boat, you should have a magnet.
Yeah.
It almost makes sense.
Yeah, that's a new angle I may have to try in some of my videos.
So I have a little boat, you know, go fishing, magnet fishing off it, try to get like underneath like some bridges where I think some stuff may have been thrown or whatever. But like I was sitting there thinking, it's like, I wonder if I could just do like some magnet fishing trolling in this boat. So what I'm going to say, folks, is it's definitely a possibility, but you probably don't want to use a Titan or a Kraken when you do that.
No.
Because if you're nice, going that nice cruising speed, and it does really like connect on something, you will find out real quick that your face will bash off of the windshield as that boat makes an abrupt stop as it becomes an anchor rather than trolling. But I figured out, it's like, I'm just going to troll using my boat. I got this figured out. I'm sitting there thinking of all the ground I'm going to cover. I'm like, I got it figured out, you know. Sitting there cruising, it didn't take long. It was like, oh, I got to adjust my magnet on here because this is no bueno. That boat's in there going, I was like, whoa, caught up on something.
Well, in our kayaks, I noticed that the current's going, you know, not a strong current, but you're moving along. You're like, I'll just drag this Titan along, let the current move me. You throw it out, you stop.
Yeah.
Mr. Ohio River History, Shane, how are you, my brother?
Shane, yeah, what's up, bro? Ohio River History, awesome channel. Check them out. I imagine everyone's following each other, subscribe to each other in here, dropping those channels.
They should be, yes. If you're not subscribed to somebody in here, subscribe. And make sure that you have Benny on Facebook and Instagram and all of his accounts because he has deals all the time. And
yeah. Hey, and we also got that giveaway going on. Just another reminder for the folks. And that giveaway is open internationally. There is a couple of hiccups related to shipping and stuff, but it is like open internationally. So I know we got a couple folks from around. Yeah, there might be some shipping issues to deal with, but it is open internationally. Hey, Jay, don't play. What's up? How you doing?
He's releasing a video of fishing off his boat in January. That's awesome.
When he got forced, hey, I remember. Hey, back in the day when Kratos first started, those heavy 4,000-pound double-sided magnets were considered the big magnets for U.S. brand. That was what the big, strong magnets were. Those real heavy magnets. How far we've come, huh? Isn't it crazy? Just think, like how far magnets have come over here in the U.S.
It is. It's crazy how.
I'd like to say I had something to do with it. You know what I mean?
Well, you did, Benny.
Yeah. Well, that's yeah. Everyone's just like, oh yeah. It's like. Well, actually, kind of like I said, the reason why it was one of the reasons why I started Kratos. It was just, I was like, how come we ain't got these clamps over here? How come we ain't got these 360s over here? Like, why are we settling for this? I was like, I want those. It's like, why do we have to order from across the pond to get these?
Yeah, we got a clamp. Risha won at the event last year. I've got it all Loctited up. Took it to Wisconsin because I was going to throw that clamp.
Mm-hmm.
Still hasn't seen water.
It is crazy because it's even like with me. It's like like each magnet, I try to think like, oh, a certain tool for a certain job, but it is also true. Sometimes you just have your favorite, or whatever, and it's just like, hey, I'm always gonna, for me, it's that, and you've seen it, Beard. It's that. The OG Titan, that was the prototype that I still use. And mind you, it's beat up because that's back. I mean, if y'all remember, we're going back to Kratos OG back in the day. That's back when we had aluminum covers.
My back road.
That's down with aluminum covers. Yeah, because I was designing the magnets. I want them to be, the whole thing with Kratos is we designed them to be strong and light. So you're getting the strongest magnet, that's lighter, but also has, adequate protection for the magnet. And so it was like, yeah, aluminum's real light, but we needed stronger protection. So it's like, yeah, we ended up doing the steel, the stainless steel covers. But yeah, it's like, but I'm still tossing that one with that aluminum cover. You can see that neodymium peeking through in a couple spots, but man, that thing still hauls up some weight. It's beat up as it is.
Mine may be aluminum too. I don't remember, Ben.
Mm-hmm.
My original. And it's hard for me to go magnet fishing and not throw the Titan. I mean, it's just, and I've got a new Titan that I've had for 3 years now. It's never been in the water.
Yeah,
because I'm like, the old one still works. Why throw the new one?
I know there's a couple Kratos OGs in this chat that probably have original Titans.
I think mine's the original.
Yeah,
I think it is
because we were the first U.S. brand to release the 360s.
Yeah,
I remember how big of a thing it was. Crazy.
Hey, Cal. Well, we were talking about the event that Tri-Valley had. He had on Friday, he had a natural hunt we went to. Mm-hmm. And Willie, Tin Man, donated some magnets to Brian to give away. Risha's name was the first one drawn, so she has the Titan bar with 2 Titans on it.
Oh,
and she said she can't wait to throw it, but
I can't throw it. I'll have to go.
I don't think she can pull stuff up.
I'd probably fart every time I toss that thing. Hey, Sonic, I'll keep a lookout for that package. Yeah, I know the tea's coming. I'll keep a lookout for it, brother. Much appreciated. Much love.
Jay said I'll be the first with their logo layered on their 360.
Yeah, Tin Man has the OG Titan. Yeah. Yes, Tin Man, you got a lot of OG magnets, to tell you the truth.
Well, he donated.
Yeah. Good man. Hey, we got Venture Below in the house.
Magnets.
What's up, brother?
And if I don't throw the Titan, I usually throw the Artemis when I start getting tired.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Of course, I can't throw the Helios because somebody else has already snagged it.
Mm-hmm. You have to get 2 of them.
Yeah, I need to order another one.
I definitely do though. It's like what I'm thinking about is putting two Prometheus on a bar. Now, is that just for dramatic effect, and is that something that I would magnet fish all day with? No, but would I just think it's cool, and because I got magnets, I can do it. I think it'd be fun. Until probably get stuck on something the first time, and it was like, well, there was a $600 experiment.
Yeah. Yeah, I was going to say if that locks on something solid.
Shane, before you place an order, make sure you reach out to me, brother. We'll hook it up.
Yeah.
We like getting the next generation involved, so make sure you reach out to me.
But she's wanting to try it at this one bridge because, like I say, there's stuff that the Titan, you can pull it and you can feel it coming up so far, then it turns loose, and you're like,
But that's the scary thing too, because the safes were pushed off.
Yeah, there's something lurking in those murky depths.
Also, we were told, Benny, that there are safes that's been pushed off the bridges.
Oh.
And Risha has found two safes. My dad has found a safe. I found a safe, but it was a little one.
Yeah.
And so we know there are more safes there. This bridge is out in the country.
It's supposed to be a huge.
Yeah, they said there's a huge one in there, but you'd need a wrecker to pull it out the way. It's like one of them old hotel ones or whatever, like the 1,200-pound one.
Yeah. You need a magnet I didn't invent yet to get that one.
Yeah. And a whole lot of people.
A bad company, reach out to me in message, bro, and tell me the details, and we'll talk about it. And then Tin Man, you were curious about putting the Prometheus on the bar. I'm looking into it because that's right up your alley, kind of like mine. Like we like having fun and being crazy. So I'm looking into it. I'm gonna double check. I'm double checking the bars that we have if they're adequate. If not, I'm gonna get some more of a different size so we can have some funsies.
Yeah, that's what I was getting ready to ask. Is the strength of the bar going to hold up to the strength of the magnet that's on it?
Yeah, that's why I got to check. Well, so, but truth be told, with the Prometheus, so, and it's the same with these cube or block max. It's like with the Prometheus, a lot of folks hear 6,000 pounds. They're like, whoa. Well, you got to remember that's 6 sides. So you're really only getting 1,000 pounds of direct pull force per side. But the magnetic field is definitely huge. So you're getting that further reach. But
Right.
Yeah, it's it's like a lot of people are like, whoa, 6,000 pounds. Well, you can remember it's 6 sides totaled up. For 360s, just an FYI for people kind of curious. For 360s, when you see combined pull force, we only calculate that with 4 sides. Not 6 like cube, even though 360s are technically magnetic all over. But other people say like they like the Prometheus because of the flat sides, because it gets more of that bite on an object. Because when you start getting on the sides of 360, those are curved.
Hi, Frank.
Venture Delos out there cleaning up with a Prometheus.
Yeah, I considered it, and I thought, man, some of the stuff I have trouble that the Titan will hang on to and not move, getting that magnet loose. 3,000-pound magnet that much stronger that I'm not going to be able to get it loose. I'm going to have to use the cover. Yeah. What am I going to do?
Yeah, it's one of the things I want to get into the store too. Is I really got to get a pry bar in the store, because it's like everyone knows, like, you should have a come along winch, whatever you want to call it, and you should have a pry bar in your kit. And that's one of the things I want to get in. I'm just trying to find like something that's quality, that's good deals for the team. So, it's like, okay, you're getting something you can depend on, and especially when it comes down to winches, right? Because it don't take long to find out if your winch is not strong enough, because I've bent like, the lever. I'm like,
yeah. Jay wants some magnets that Ken gets. I swear they have steroids in them. That Ken, that guy is a machine.
That's that county seat. He's out there working it.
Oh yeah. I think he's working harder now that he's retired than he did before he retired. After pulling up all that scrap.
Hey, that's it. They're doing God's work out there, cleaning up them waterways. Yeah. Yeah, so it's like, how's retirement treating you? I've never been busier.
Yeah. He said you need a long sleeve T-shirt.
I've gotten long sleeve T-shirts, hoodies. They were supposed to be here already because I know Joker asked about a hoodie and they got delayed. But I do have some stuff coming up. We have the shirt orders coming in. We got some hoodies. The ladies, the lady team Kratos have asked like, Benny, it'd be cool to have some ladies shirts versus us always wearing, guy tees. It's like, I get it,
That's awesome, Ray. They pulled up safe 3 weeks ago, 2 passports, credit cards, 2 driver's licenses, and loads of jewelry.
Oh my gosh, that's cool.
Oh, Ray did. Oh man.
That's awesome.
So Ray, that's wild. I mean, obviously, it's probably for some kind of criminal thing going on over there. Was that like a canal? That's kind of wild. Jay don't play at Kratos dress. Okay, so check this out. Jay don't play. We actually do have odd Kratos apparel. So one of the things I did, and I don't even know if it's on our website, but I actually have, if you're familiar with Redbubble, and it's kind of we actually have like a store on Redbubble, which has like Kratos mini skirts, Kratos socks. It's just like anything. It has like everything on there. It might be linked on our FAQ page, Redbubble, but so like we do have a Redbubble store. It has some of those like weirder things, and yes, I think there is even a Kratos dress. And what would be more beautiful than wearing a Kratos dress on a beautiful winter day? I mean, to me, it's just like perfect. I don't know.
Hi, Workmans.
You gotta give me one of those mini skirts.
That's awesome, Ray. He said it was in a canal in Birmingham.
Oh, wow.
Jay don't play says I magnet fish in dresses and skirts. Maybe I should do that too, so I don't get that swamp butt. Let a little air get up there. It's like, what's Benny doing out there? It's like, Beard, I figured it out. These ladies had this figured out. Jay don't play had this figured out. Like, just go out there wear a kilt. You know what I mean? Kind of do it like Braveheart style.
Yeah, then you're going to come out with a magnet called testicles.
Hey, it's like two balls.
Try our new double magnet testicles.
Well, that's double-sided.
They're
like introducing the new Kratos testicles. Veteran says I need to get a kilt with the beard on. Yeah, like I said, I'm already switching up. I'm ready for the summer. Hey, listen, I always take pointers and tips from the team and value their input. And I am definitely going to utilize this dress thing. Or at least the skirt for this cooling factor. Like and well, Beard, it's like, I don't know, you may think I'm a little bit weird, but it's like, here's another thing I did. I don't think it's weird, but like, I'm out with Janny and stuff, and we're out doing stuff, and I look over, and it's like, all my life is confined into this little wallet that I jam in my butt pocket that I sit on, and it's lopsided and hurts my back. And I see Janny over there with her purse, pulling out like every single thing you can imagine. You know what I mean? There's power cords getting taken out this thing. I mean, anything, it's almost like endless. And things like, and I said, you know what? I'm crossing barriers here. I'm getting myself a Merce.
You're going to get a Merce.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Rachel.
So now I'm not going to lie. I carry this little well, first it started off with the fanny pack, but I had to go bigger because, I just couldn't fit all my goods in there. So I moved up from the fanny pack, and now I got this little shoulder sling thing. And once again, I'm just like, women really are the smarter sex. They had all this stuff figured out ages ago, and us stupid men are walking around with these thick wallets. And so now that I got my Merce, it's just like, I have everything. It's like, hey, it's like, man, I really feel like I'm smoking a cigar. Guess what? I got cigars in my Merce, man. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, I need a little zinny. You know what I mean? It's like, let's go. It's in the front pocket, bro. I was like, it's like these ladies are truly the smarter sex. Oh, guys, we're missing out. Get your Merce. It's time to get caught up to these ladies here.
The Kratos Merce.
The Kratos Merce.
That's what I get the Kratos Merce on there. Hey, but it's like
You call it the testicles purse.
yeah. Hey, someone's like, I don't know what's going on over there with Kratos. I swear to God, I seen that owner out there with a purse and a skirt throwing magnets.
Good night, Talca.
Hey, good night.
Oh, Benny,
Yeah.
I don't know about you sometimes.
Oh, actually, it's like I loved it. It's like life changing. It's like I carry all my charging cords. I carry little like battery charge packs so my phone's never dead. I just plug it. And it's like, and so I had to like try to outdo Jan and her never ending purse of gadgets and gadgets. So it's like I jam everything in there. It's like, so anytime she asks for anything, she'll be like, I wish we had stamps. Got them in the Merce. Stamps. It's like, man, I wish I had a Titan right now. We go, I got it. It's in the Merce. I got everything in there. It's almost like magical.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Benny.
Yeah, I'm not scared. I'm not. Sometimes you got to be a little bold.
Oh,
But yeah, so we'll have the Kratos Merces out soon enough. So it's like, hey, we're really good. We got Kratos hot sauce, Kratos Merces.
I'm anxious to try that hot sauce.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. I'll tell you how I got it. So one of the things that I use is Sticker Mule, and if you ever used Sticker Mule before and you order over $100, you know that they give you, or if you order anything, they usually give little hot sauce packets. Their hot sauce is really good. It's kind of crazy how good of a hot sauce this place has for whatever reason. So one of the things you can do is you can work with them and they'll work with you developing hot sauce with your logo and stuff. So it's actually pretty cool. So if anyone else is interested in doing hot sauces, check out with them because they'll work with you and you can get, all your nutritional information and stuff where it's legit, where you can even, it's legit. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's not cooked up in old Benny D's kitchen, which, probably be pretty good anyway. But
Okay, Rachel. I didn't know that. Beard sauce. Jason,
yeah, a little bit of beard sauce. Well, we call it the flavor saver.
There you go. Yeah.
Jay said call the Merce the D's Nuts edition.
Yeah. Hey, so what's his name get at you? Mm-hmm. Oh, well, Jay says she wears shorts under the... No, I'm not going to be wearing those shorts. I said, I'm going Braveheart style. We're going to get this wind flow going. I'm all about... We need to cool down. We need to cool down the temperature a couple degrees down there. You know what I mean?
Well, you have to be careful when you get older, Ben, that you don't step on them when you're trying.
It's like, well, how can you tell it's real hot when you're older? Well, because you're standing on them. Yeah, it's kind of like the weather rock, but only like for men. Man, it's like, well, Beard, hold on a second, let me check. Yep, it's hot out here.
I'm having serious groin pain. We'll get off of them.
Yeah, I was like, you can tell it's definitely when it's cold, no doubt too. That's why I say it was like when it's like hunting season. It's like I'm all bundled up. It's like, man, I'm going through like 8 inches of clothes to find 3 inches of something. Well, it gets crazy.
Oh, mercy.
Mm-hmm. What else we got? Oh, Ben, go to jail. Yeah, I know. I'm not going back. I'm not going back after they got me the first time. Well, you just like line up and do the whole Braveheart thing. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Risha's got that wood stove going. It's pretty dang warm in here.
So you have a wood stove, Beard? Is that how you do your primary heating?
Oh, yeah, that's the only heat I got.
Yeah, so Janny and I, we actually used the wood stove for only heat for probably like 10, 11 years. And for folks who don't do the wood stove, it's like a different kind of heat. Like once you feel that like wood stove heat, it's just like, I mean, those things get so hot. I remember it, like we would have our doors open and I'd be walking around in my underwear and the neighbor's probably like, gosh darn hillbillies over there, look at them again, you know what I mean? Because it's like we'd have to open the doors, open the windows, we'd walk around in our underwear, it's like -20 out. And we actually were doing that one time. We had a possum running in our house, and that was crazy.
That's awesome. Jay's starting her lives again this coming Tuesday.
Oh, awesome. Make sure you all tune in. Jadon Plays Fun. It's out there getting it.
All right, Rachel, thank you for coming in.
Yeah,
Appreciate
awesome. Thanks for hanging. It's been a pleasure. Don't forget about that giveaway. Check us out, Kratos.
Yeah, when we first built the house, I put a wood stove in here. And she's like, I don't want no wood stove. Well, it was that year that we built the house. We had that terrible ice storm. I mean, it's like 1 o'clock in the morning. We're on the porch and you could hear trees falling and breaking everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to work, and sometime after I went to work, the power lines broke. We didn't have no electricity.
Mm-hmm.
And I come home, and she's hugging the stove. I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, I love this stove.
I see the light. I see the light.
Rachel says she has her dig stock guys on next Wednesday. That's awesome, Rachel.
Oh, cool. Yeah, make sure y'all tune in. Yeah, sure, the downfall of the wood stove is during the winter for those couple months, you're kind of, depending on how big it is, mine wasn't super big. No doubt, if I didn't have any of those real big, thick logs for all-night burners, you were getting up at like 3 to throw a little extra in, because if you didn't in the morning, it might be a little chilly.
Yeah.
But it's just great. But I'd be cooking on top of mine. It was like, man, I don't even need to fire up the oven. I'd get the old cast iron pan out, cooking right on top. Do you got you got that weird little fan, Beard, that it's like the fan that spins just because of the heat? Did you see that thing?
Oh,
you got to get this thing. It is the craziest thing in the world. So what you do is you put this, it's made out of metal, and you put it on top of your wood burning stove, and the heat from it gets it real hot, and it makes this little fan spin, which pushes all that hot air and blows it around out through the room. And it doesn't plug in. It's nothing. It just works off of the heat of the wood. It's crazy. It's like, is it magic? Possibly.
that's crazy. I never heard of that.
Oh, I can't believe. Yeah, you got to get one of those. They are so freaking sweet. Definitely.
Jason,
I just like, it's like weird. It's just like, how does it work?
Yeah, maybe the heat coming up has enough force to make the blade start turning.
Yeah, what I think it does is the way it's designed is it's so hot and it's pushing hot. The air gets hot around it and pushes it away, and it just spins that fan. But it's crazy because you're looking at this thing and you're like, well, what kind of voodoo magic is this thing working on? Because it's just cranking. It is. I mean, I'm not talking like a little spin, like a windmill. This thing is. It's like you got the old fan from Montgomery Ward's on there, you know what I mean, blowing around. It's crazy.
Yeah, I've never
Jeff
seen
knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, I was like, you know what I'm talking about. You're like, yeah, those things are cool, possibly somewhat mystical.
Yeah, well, we lived in a trailer for a while, Jay, and we were spending anywhere from $1,200 to $2,000 a winter to heat it.
Yeah. That oil, we're using oil heat, Beard?
Propane.
Propane. Mm-hmm.
And with this wood stove, you add in the gas to drive over and for your saw, maybe spending $50 a year to heat the house, maybe.
Yeah. And something about that little snap crackle too, though. Something about that sound of that wood, and then it's like, well, you start throwing some cherries in there. You know, hey, you really get to know your wood. You know what I mean?
Yep. Expansion and contraction moves the fan, is what Cal said.
Okay. Yeah. Well, so you're telling me it's not magic, Cal? Come on, just let me believe.
But my dad, like I said, he cuts and splits wood because he gets bored, nothing to do. He burns wood also.
Mm-hmm.
So he'll bring it over and throw it off. I'll stack it when I get home. So basically, I have $0 a year to heat my house.
That seems like a sound investment. Hey, Beard, I think you need to be throwing like those like how to save money classes at the Holiday Inn. Someone does, you know what I mean? Come on down for like, you know, how to save money. Like, well, here's what we're gonna do. We get like a wood burning stove here. It's like I'm gonna cut out all this heat. You know.
Yeah, and you can put your pot of beans on there or whatever you want to cook on it.
So I'm guilty of sometimes going down the TikTok rabbit hole, and you know, the algorithm will put me somewhere, and I've been watching this guy who's called, I think Bradley Thomas is his name, and if y'all were on TikTok, you probably was in your FYP page at some point in time. But what this guy does is he, I guess, cuts wood, has some kind of agreement with national parks, whoever goes, clears all the wood out, and he has a firewood thing going on. But like his whole thing on TikTok is he tries out different kinds of axes, and it's like, oh, okay, I'm into this stuff. But like the last axe he tried, it's like, sure, there are some axes that are this one, that one, but like he tries out some crazy axes. This dude had this sword; it was made to be an axe, and he was sitting there using the sword to chop wood, and I was just sitting there like, man, that's how I want to chop wood. A freaking sword. Yeah, it was just like some kind of sword. It was like meant to be an axe. It was like real heavy. It was like 15 pounds. But this dude was out there like chopping like this wood with this sword, and it was like,
I think I've seen
what I need.
Hi, Mama. How are you, beautiful lady?
Hey, how's it going?
If you haven't subbed to Auntie Mama, you need to do so. But you gotta get up early to see her. Get up. Of course, I get to work at 5:30, and sometimes she's off already. And Central Time, 5:30 Central Time. But sometimes I get to sit there at work and get in the chat and listen to her because she's always in a good mood, smile on her face. She'll lift your spirits.
Yeah, well, yeah. You know, when someone's positive, it's like sometimes they don't really know. Like positivity spreads, you know, and it's just like it's always a pleasure to talk to those folks. You know, sometimes I reach out for folks, you know, and just having one of those days, and it's just like those folks that just do nothing but ooze positiveness or something. You know, they're such great folks because it's like, yeah, if you're having a rough time, it's like you talk to them, it's like, yeah, I need a little positivity in my life. Jeff just said that they have them on Amazon, the Magic Fan. So I'll have to check it out. Yeah, we don't have a wood burner no more. After like 11, and I wish we did. And as I sit there and sometimes think about putting one in. But Jan was like, after like 11 years, when ours was small, so it kind of like traumatized her. It's like after 11 years of the whole old 2 a.m, like time to put wood in the fire. You know what I mean? Sometimes I might be, you know, coming back from the old Kratos pub, and it's just like, you got it right, honey. You mother beep.
Yeah. Well, ours, for the most part, of course, we let our wood dry for at least, well, we usually don't cut nothing but dead wood, standing dead wood. And for the most part, unless we're gone a long time, we can fill it up when we go to bed. And when you wake up in the morning, it's still got wood in there, some good hot coals, and it just takes right off. And if we leave early in the morning to go magnet fish or something, and we're gone for like maybe 10 hours, sometimes you got a fire, sometimes you don't.
Yeah, I always remember it's like I would sort my wood, so it's like sometimes I would get those like the big round logs that weren't split, because those would be the all-night burners. You know what I mean? You throw them in that hot fire and just kind of throw them in there. You know, that cherry burns pretty quick, but you get that what is it, that monkey wood or whatever, it just seems to burn eternal, even though it snap, crackles, pops like crazy.
Auntie Mama's in here.
Hi, Auntie Mama.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, Beauty's not feeling the greatest tonight.
Oh, Raymond said, "See Adventures with Sonic and Friends to see the woodman's axe pulled from the canal in Birmingham."
Cool.
So you got a
Awesome.
old school.
Hi, Jay.
I was just heard a thing of, we're kind of talking about like Lisbon's where they were rebuilding Notre Dame because of that fire and stuff. And as they were rebuilding it, the thing I was listening to is they're talking about how, well, they didn't just rebuild it. They kept because this thing was built medieval, like back in the day. They kept this when they created the wood and the logs, they went back to the old school of how they, timbered the logs and stuff for this to kind of keep the historical, the same kind of, to keep the history kind of preserved in a sense. It's like you had all these modern woodworkers using these ancient techniques to, fix that thing up, which is pretty crazy.
Well, that's a cool thing about your job in archaeology, and
Yeah.
that's where magnet fishing and metal detecting somewhat tie into that. You're finding history and some really cool stuff, and like you say, if only that item could tell its story, it would be just unbelievable. Just like the shell casing I showed earlier that was a Civil War, because there wasn't, as far as I know, a lot of actually rimfire rifles in the Civil War, mostly cap and ball. So to find that little piece of history and think I'm the first person to touch that in well over 100 years.
Yeah. Well,
And
that's what's crazy. Like when I'm out doing archaeological surveys sometime, sure, there's a lot of historic components involved, and we'll find like historic sites and stuff. But a lot of times, especially what I'm going to hunt for at this other site, is pre-contact stuff. So we're really going back in time. And it is crazy. And a lot of folks out there who probably found these projectile points in the farm field or whatever. It is crazy when you pick up something like that, because it's basically like the last time this thing was picked up by a fellow human was a long, long time ago. You know what I mean? It's like the last time this felt like a human connection that touched this thing is just so long ago. And it's just like so cool to be like, yeah. It's just like that feeling of like, wow,
yeah, Mama, there's nothing like a wood heat. It just warms you better. Wood heat does.
Mm-hmm. Well, bad company's just getting over pneumonia. Hey, I hope you heal up, brother. Pneumonia's no joke. It can really take it out of you. Eat some squirrel noodle soup. That's what I found's the trick.
I love chicken and dumplings, but I think squirrel and dumplings is better.
Dude, so I have like, everyone has their like go-to recipes for like weird wild game. One of my go-to recipes for squirrel is buffalo squirrel dip. Everyone heard of buffalo chicken dip, but my buffalo squirrel dip, magnifico.
Jay said, did I say caltrip? If you haven't watched Jay's videos where she finds a caltrip, you need to watch that, because not only will you know when she finds one, but anybody in like a 20-mile radius will know that she found one.
Hey, no doubt. I know I'd be screaming. I'd be going, "Wah!"
Yeah.
Because that's a cool find. That's one of those finds, like I said, we were kind of talking like, guns or whatever, pew pews, whatever. But it's like, yeah, stuff like that is just like, it's like a different kind of find.
Well, I know for my birthday, I ended up, Jay gave me one, Clay gave me one, and I think I found 3. So I ended up with 5. And then me and Risha and Jody and Kat and Jen went back, and I pulled out 16 more.
Dude, so you found 30 on Beard's B Day. If that's not a sweet B Day, bro, I don't know what is.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, Chris maybe found 12 that day.
Oh, yeah, Chris. Maybe Adventures, awesome channel. Check
Yeah. And then when we all went back, I ended up pulling 16 out. And it was hard to leave because you're a glutton, you just keep pulling them out. But it's not like that's something that I'm going to go throw away. It's something that I keep. I have gave away 3 or 4 of them to that I found to some people that's been really good to me. But do you have one, Benny?
Huh? No, I don't. Nope. Nope. I've never found one yet. I gotta put that on the bingo. And this has been around the magnet fishing community for a while, is the bingo cards. I was really thinking of doing like some kind of fun thing with the team Kratos or actually whoever. I mean, I think we're all team Kratos because we all want to do the same thing, clean up the waterways and have fun and this and that. But I always think it's like, man, it'd really be cool to do like the bingo card and actually have like an actual like some kind of contest, have some kind of prize. You know what I mean? Like do some kind of prizes. So I think
that would be cool.
I think, and it's like, well, okay, well, how do you prove, because you want to make sure it's like, you found the stuff and maybe have pictures. So it's like, you kind of have to work out that stuff. But it's like, I think that would be fun doing a magnet fishing bingo. And it would be in the summertime, maybe to be for like and it could, you want to do more than a month period because you want to give people time to go out magnet fish, try to fill out their card. But I think that'd be a cool contest. In the chat, do you guys think that'd be a good contest to do, like a magnet fishing bingo contest, and we could all work together to find like stuff to put on the card?
I think it would be.
Venture Delos said that he's one. They did bingo the first event in Detroit, and that would probably even be cool for events like True too. Like that'd be a way, like because like sometimes events we do little prize stuff. I think that'd be a cool way to do stuff. And you can start with the common stuff like where people are definitely going to check off, and then you get to a little bit more intricate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That
would be a cool game.
Or a couple fishing hooks, But I think that would be fun.
But there's certain, like around here, we've never found a call trip around here. I don't know if anybody finding any around here.
Yeah, definitely probably like, you have to have that certain kind of activity in certain areas. They're probably not just doing that stuff everywhere.
Yeah.
And whatever the story with them is too. And like I said, man, wish they could talk, right? Like, Mm-hmm. No doubt. It seems like some folks are interested in the bingo, so maybe we should do it. What do you say? Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like a fun game.
Well, County C said they did bingo.
Now, is this going to be a bingo game for stuff you have found in the past?
Well, see, that's I think we should kind of start it fresh.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It should be.
And we should have a certain
time frame. Some people like, oh, I got this, and this.
No, folks, all that stuff, and all that hard work you did before, it doesn't count. You got to start fresh. But that puts everyone on an even playing field, right?
Yeah.
You might get, Raymond said, "See, ding ding bingo that Sonic did at the beginning of the year." So yeah, and like I said, we'll use a lot of because this isn't like something brand new. It's something I've seen floating around through the years of magnet fishing here and there. So a lot of our friends have a good, have kind of a good template, and we can kind of build off of that.
Good night, Ray. Jay said, "Does the winner get a block?"
Well, you're going to win something awesome. I mean, that could be a possibility. Maybe it'll be your choice of magnet, and it's not a certain magnet because remember, every person's different, just like magnets, and maybe some, it's like if you just like kind of force Prometheus on Miss Betty, that might not be what she wants.
Right. Exactly.
So maybe we'll do choice of the store. Ooh, choice of the store. Pick what magnet you want. To a degree, you know what I mean? We might have to limit like some of the crazy ones, obviously, like the Poseidon or whatever, but we could throw the Prometheus in there as one of them.
That'd be awesome.
I'm working on it, Jay. Don't play the lip-shaped magnet. Right after the testicles, we'll have the lip
testicles.
Mm-hmm.
Benny, we've been on here a little over 2 hours, sir. We still got 20 awesome people in here, but Beard Light showed up, so I'm sure I'm going to have to fight that guy at some point in time.
Yeah, no doubt.
I do appreciate you coming up and being on here tonight. enjoy
Oh,
visiting.
no problem. Hey, great hanging out. Thanks for all the folks in the chat hanging out with us. Don't forget, we got the giveaway going on. Go check it out. And like I said, it's always a pleasure. Beard, I'll keep talking forever. I love you, brother.
Yeah. Well, we can talk after the stream
Mhm.
for a bit. But yeah, go check out the giveaway Benny's having. Also, always keep an eye on his website because he's all the time coming up with new magnets. And he's got some magnets coming out for the smaller folks.
Yep.
They have less chance of getting hurt, but they can still find some treasure. So
we got 50% off sale going on right now.
Yep.
So,
Got a sale going, Christmas sale.
yep. Don't forget to smash that. Yep, Jay, smash that thumbs up. Let's get it real quick before it's over, folks.
Thank you, everybody. Much love to each and every one of you. We will see you all next Wednesday night.